because every diocese typically has one bishop, of course, the bishop of the diocese, even if there are auxiliary bishops or retired bishops, people tend to think of the bishop by himself, you know, the man at the head of the diocese. But really, I think of bishops in communion with other bishops. Bishops are members of the College of Bishops, with the Bishop of Rome as the head of that college. Without being part of that communion of bishops, we really don't have much purpose, and we surely don't have any power. We are called to serve the church within that communion of bishops, and within the diocesan church, the bishop is the one who signifies the unity of that particular church, that local church, with the whole rest of the church. He's the one who kind of holds the flag, if you will, that says this is the Catholic Church in this particular place, because he is a member of that college of bishops, that communion of bishops. And I think that that's the most important role or responsibility of the bishop, to be the sign of unity with the rest of the church, and the sign of unity within the local church. So just as the bishop is in communion with all the other bishops of the church, he also is the one who becomes the rallying point for everybody in the diocese, the priests, the deacons, the lay people, everybody, to say, all right, that's the person who represents for us the Catholic Church. That's the person who represents for us the teaching of the church. That's the person who helps to coordinate the practical life of the church in this locale. So that's how I see the role of the bishop. It's a great honor for me. It's very humbling, actually, to have been called to be a bishop. I never expected to be a bishop. It's kind of, I still, think about that day I got the phone call from the Apostolic Nuncio in Washington saying that Pope John Paul II had chosen me to be the Bishop of Steubenville in Ohio. I was the pastor of a parish in a rural community. Bang! Here it is. There's this telephone call. It's quite a shock. And it's still, even after almost 12 years as a bishop, I still feel a great unworthiness to serve in that role. But it's an extension of my call to be a priest, to serve God's people as a pastor, as someone who is concerned about the spiritual life of people, helping them to respond to their baptismal calling to be a disciple of Jesus Christ, to make their way, their pilgrimage to heaven. And I'm on my journey with them, with my brothers and sisters. So once again, as I see myself in communion with the bishops and the College of Bishops, I see myself in communion with everybody in this Diocese of Joliet, making our way to heaven, and I as the shepherd leading the flock.